For as long as humanity has looked to the stars, we've asked the same question. Are we alone? Across centuries, across cultures? People have reported encounters with beings, not from this world, different shapes, different intentions, different origins. Over the years, through research reports and personal accounts, I've come to one conclusion. The phenomenon is far more complex and far more diverse than most people realize. That's what led me to create my book, Alien Masterplan, A to Z of Alien Species, a catalogue of reported extraterrestrial beings collected from sightings, encounters, and testimonies from around the world. In this video, we're going to explore just a few of those species, and some of them may surprise you. Hi, my name is Clive Branson. Let me begin at the start. For as long as humanity has looked beyond the horizon, we have asked the same eternal questions. Who is out there? Who shares this universe with us? And what place do we truly hold among the stars? Throughout my life, those questions have been at the heart of my curiosity. From fishermen's tales told under the glow of riverbank lamps to the extraordinary testimonies shared by friends, strangers, and eyewitnesses around the world, one truth has become increasingly clear. We are not alone, and we never have been. Over decades of reading, research, field reports, government disclosures, quiet conversations, and my own personal encounters with the unexplained, I discovered something unexpected. The phenomenon is far richer, far more diverse, and far more interconnected than the public has ever been led to believe. My book, Alien Masterplan, A to Z of Alien Species, grew from that realization. What began as a handful of entries has evolved into one of the most detailed catalogues of alleged extraterrestrial beings ever assembled in a single volume. Each species listed here originates from a different environment, a different evolutionary path, and a different purpose. Some are peaceful, some are watchful, some are neutral observers, and some, as the evidence suggests, interact with humanity in ways that challenge everything we think we know. My goal with the book is not to persuade or preach. Instead, it is to present clearly and without judgment the testimonies, patterns, and descriptions that have emerged across centuries and continents. To give each species a fair and open examination, to collect the extraordinary and make it accessible, and to allow you to decide what feels true. The universe is vast, ancient, and mysterious. Our world is only one chapter in a much greater story. If we open our minds even slightly, the possibility emerges that life elsewhere is just as varied and complex as life here, and perhaps even more so. This book is an exploration of that possibility, an attempt to bring clarity to the patterns hidden within countless sightings and encounters, a reference guide for believers, researchers, and the simply curious. Whether you read it as evidence, mythology, speculation, or inspiration, I hope that it expands your sense of wonder, because the greatest discoveries often begin with a question, and the book is full of them. Introduction. Understanding the diversity of life beyond Earth. Humanity has always carried a quiet intuition that we are part of something larger, a single thread woven into a vast cosmic tapestry. Every culture, every age, and every civilization has preserved stories of beings from the sky, gods, visitors, angels, giants, teachers, watchers, and travelers. Despite the differences in geography or language, the patterns are unmistakable. In recent decades, With the rise of modern UFO research, government disclosures, military encounters, and countless eyewitness reports, a clearer picture has begun to emerge. The phenomenon is not random. It is not one species, one agenda, or one type of visitor. Instead, it appears to be a multitude of intelligences, each uniquely evolved, each following its own purpose, and each interacting with Earth in unusual ways. This book was created to bring order to that complexity. Rather than focusing solely on technology, sightings, or government reports, Alien Masterplan, A to Z of alien species, takes a different approach. It examines the beings themselves, their biology, behavior, culture, motivations, and history, as described in thousands of accounts and testimonies. The goal is not to define absolute truth, but to map the patterns that have consistently appeared across UFO encounters, abductions, military reports, ancient legends, modern sightings, folklore and mythology, witness sketches and descriptions, remote area encounters, contact experiences. What emerges from these accounts is a picture of extraordinary diversity: giants living on icy peaks, insectoid engineers, light-based beings, subterranean dwellers, telepathic controllers, hybrid intelligences, aquatic visitors, and dozens more, each shaped by the world they come from. This encyclopedia is designed to be both a reference guide and a journey. Every species you encounter in these pages reflects a possibility, a fragment of the larger hidden story of our universe. Some readers may approach this book as research, some as inspiration, some out of curiosity, and some because they have seen something themselves. Whatever brings you here, one thing remains certain: we stand on the edge of the greatest revelation in human history. If even a fraction of these beings are real, the universe is far more alive than we ever imagined. This book is an invitation to explore that frontier. What if the Greys aren't the only beings visiting Earth? What if there are many different species? Across decades, and in some cases centuries, people from around the world have reported encounters with beings that don't belong here. Different shapes, different behaviors, different intentions. In my research and in my book, Alien Masterplan, A to Z of Alien Species, one thing became clear. The phenomenon is far more diverse than most people realize. In this video, we're exploring 5 of the most commonly reported alien species. Let's begin with the most well-known. The Greys. Small, slender beings, large black eyes, grey skin, often described as emotionless, almost mechanical. They are the most frequently reported extraterrestrial in modern history. Many sightings come from abduction accounts. Witnesses often describe being taken aboard craft, examined, and then returned. Some believe the Greys are biological entities. Others suggest they may be artificial, created by another intelligence. But one question remains: why are they here? Reptilians, tall, scaled, cold-blooded in both appearance and behavior. Reports of reptilian-like beings go back thousands of years, appearing in ancient mythology as serpent gods. Modern sightings describe them as intelligent, powerful, and in some cases, hostile. Some theories claim they operate in secrecy. Others suggest they have influenced human history from behind the scenes. But evidence remains elusive and controversial. The Nordics, human-like in appearance, tall, blonde, often described as calm, even benevolent. Witnesses report peaceful encounters, sometimes involving communication or warnings about humanity's future. Unlike the Greys, the Nordics are often seen as protectors or observers, but not all researchers agree. Some believe their intentions may not be as simple as they appear, which raises an unsettling possibility. Can we trust what looks familiar? Mantids, perhaps the most unsettling of all, tall, insect-like beings resembling praying mantises. Large eyes, long limbs, a presence that many witnesses describe as overwhelming. In some reports, mantids appear to be in control during encounters, even overseeing interactions involving other species like the Greys. Some describe them as highly intelligent, others as deeply disturbing. But almost all accounts share one thing: a feeling that these beings are far more advanced than we are. And then, Bigfoot, often dismissed as folklore, a creature of the wilderness, large, hair-covered, elusive, but some researchers believe there may be more to the story. In certain sightings, Bigfoot has been linked to strange lights, UFO activity, even sudden disappearances. Some theories suggest it may not be a simple animal, but something else entirely, possibly interdimensional, a being that doesn't fully belong to our world. So what are we looking at? 5 completely different species, different forms, different behaviors, different possible origins, yet all reported by people who insist their experiences were real. In my book, Alien Masterplan, A to Z of Alien Species, I explore many more of these beings, each with their own history, sightings, and mystery. But the real question is, which of these do you believe? And if even one of them is real, what does that mean for us? Let me know your thoughts below. Please subscribe for further episodes coming soon.